Hey everybody, welcome back to the second episode of the Lush Republic podcast. I'm actually doing something. It's the second time I'm doing something. I didn't just do the one and brag about it for 8 months and never do it again. So we're looking good there. That's an improvement. Um, Little update. I don't know who the hell this was, but we got like something like 75 views on the last one, which is pretty fucking cool, honestly. I I suspect most of them are from India, but I mean, shit. Even 75 views from India is still like 30 views from America. So, we're getting somewhere. Oh man. Um, this week has been pretty cool. Not much has happened. I was driving down the highway today, and I was looking at the overpass, and I just saw like someone put those fucking like solo cups into the chain link fence on the overpass, and it said "Hi, Mom." And I, I had to stop. I didn't stop, but I had to look at it for a second, and I was just wondering, like, who the fuck is that? Like, who does that? Who is that for? You know, like, do you think anyone? Like, do you think the intended recipient was looked up and was like, "Hey, look, that's for me." Like, no. Everyone is just gonna be wondering who the fuck put that up. What kind of idiot wasted their goddamn time putting "Hi Mom" over the interstate? Like, what a fucking non-essential thing. Like, just fucking text them. You know? I mean, unless they're dead, which, in that case, do you really think your mom is staring down at the fucking interstate on Eubank? I don't. I personally think, like, if my mom was dead, she'd probably be looking up at me and anyway. um, yeah, I know this is not going to be a sports podcast, but I do got to talk about it a little bit. That fucking Chiefs playoff game versus the fucking Browns, that was awesome. Super happy, honestly. I like the Chiefs. I like watching Patrick Mahomes play, even though he got that concussion. And I forget the fucking backup QB's name, but he was super, like, he was on it. I mean, the fact that he just kept throwing the ball, I, I don't think anyone really expected that. He did throw that interception, which was fucking garbage, but I say that while sitting in my gaming chair, not doing shit. I'm making a fucking podcast, so um, yeah, really, really, really good game to watch. I felt bad for Browns fans because they've honestly had a kick-ass season. I did not think they'd make it this far in the playoffs. Mayfield seems like a pretty cool dude, and yeah, it was sad for Browns fans. And I know a lot of people hate the fucking Chiefs now because everyone hates dynasty teams. But I honestly just like watching good football, and the Chiefs give good football, so that's what I enjoy. Uh, Trying to think what other kind of news I got going on. Um, I think that's pretty much it. New from me. I've been I I actually went out into the real world again. I was I went out and got drinks with an old friend, and my worst fears were realized. It was a lot of fun. She's a great person. But I did realize that I have been cooped up inside and not doing anything for way too fucking long because my sense of humor is so fucking weird now. For some reason, I let it slip that I like to just sit there and turn songs gay. I don't know why that came out, but it did, and she got to hear my rendition. It's been 1 week since I fucked a dude. Turn him over to finish, now I'm sorry. Like, shit like that. I don't know why I brought it up. I don't, but she definitely was like, haha, that's, weird. I was like, yeah, I know. So yeah, it just made me realize how much I need to get back outside and how much I am so excited for this goddamn quarantine and COVID bullshit to be over. I know everyone fucking talks about COVID, but like, what is there to not like? What is there to talk about other than that? I mean, I heard that fucking Joe Biden is planning on rolling out like 100 million vaccines in like the first, I don't know, whatever. Lots of vaccines coming. So that's good. If he can fucking remember where he put them. Oh man, it is the 19th today that I am recording this. So that means we officially have, it's 6 p.m. Probably another 14, 15 hours until no more Trump. Which, I gotta say, as much as I didn't vote for him, which I didn't, I'm gonna miss him a little bit. You know, it's gonna be weird waking up and, you know, not seeing. I mean, it has been weird already not seeing his tweets. It's interesting. It's almost like an old friend is going away to college, and you know you're never really gonna see each other again. At least you hope so. Maybe you weren't that good of friends. um, but no, I'm gonna miss his speeches. Although I'm sure we're still gonna get more of those. You know. Well, I gotta tell you folks, we won this election in a landslide. It was a complete blowout. Everyone loves us. We just know what we're doing here. And that's gonna be in like 2032. He's gonna be just this wrinkled brown and orange sack of potatoes, and he's gonna have two Melania androids on either side of him, and they still won't want to touch him. Giuliani apparently won't be able to. He's not gonna be able to represent him with the whole fucking inciting a riot thing, because apparently Giuliani is also a witness because he also incited a goddamn riot that day, which is just hilarious. I God, I love watching all of this unfold. It's, you know, it's really the downfall of our democracy, and I don't really think it's going to get any much better with Biden. I think it's going to be stagnant. It's going to be the problem with the Biden is it's going to be boring. It's going to be the same old bullshit, corporate shit, all of that. Just selling his soul, what's left of it. But it's not going to be exciting anymore. There's not going to be anything to make fun of. It's just going to be depressing again. But, at least maybe we can go back to some semblance of normalcy. And, yeah, I really, really don't want to fucking talk about politics anymore. Let's see. I've been writing down some talking points for this podcast. I put something on Snapchat that said, if you have anything to talk about, anything you want to hear my thoughts on, let me know. And exactly fucking no one answered it. So thank you so much for the support, everyone. I really appreciate it. And so I'm now going to be looking at my phone. Let's see. Oh, okay. This one's pretty good. So I have long since been a just huge critic of bicycle riders, especially in like towns. Like if you're in a city, if you're in like downtown, wherever, like fine, you got your place. You don't obey traffic signs. I know that at this point, so I just avoid you. But in the country, it's worse because there'll be like just 2-lane road, 1 lane either way. for fucking miles and miles. And then all of a sudden you'll crest a hill and there'll be like 8 bicyclists for some reason all side by side. Like, you'd think they would be single file, as that has to be more aerodynamic, more efficient, something. No, but they take up the entire fucking road. And then they get pissed at you when you fucking try to pass them. Like, guys, like, you're going up a hill. You can only go 15 miles an hour. I'm sorry, my man-made machine that runs on fucking dead dinosaurs and explosions. Like, I'm sorry, it's faster than your puny little fucking calves, but it is. And get out of my fucking way. I'm late to work because I'm always late to work. So yeah, I constantly think every time I pass, even just a solo bicyclist, I constantly think of just like slowing down, and right after I pass them, just drifting further into the bike lane and just staying there for a while. Just, I feel like they need a reminder of their own mortality. They've been too cocky for too long, and someone's got to put them in their place. And if it's got to be me, then so fucking be it. That's where I'm at with bicyclists. I am an opinionated young man. I get a lot of stupid ideas in my brain, and this is a really good place for me to vent them. I get to sit here and ramble on and on and on, and maybe, some people in Eastern Asia will listen to me for 5 minutes on YouTube before going and watching another mukbang. Which, speaking of that, I'm not trying to, be insensitive, but did we really have to, like, land on the word mukbang? Like, that, maybe it's just me. Maybe I will be the first to admit I have a filthy mind and I'm a terrible human being. But I, for one, think that every time I hear the word mukbang, especially like Chick-fil-A mukbang, just the worst things to come into mind. Like, for example, shoving a whole box of Chick-fil-A nuggets into your asshole. That's what comes into my mind. I don't know why it works like this. I have gone to doctors and they don't know why it works like this. I think it has something to do with when I was a child, I used to run into walls on purpose, head first. Don't know why my parents let that one happen, but I think it was one of those pick your battles type things. Yeah, so basically I'm kind of retarded. And oh man, that reminds me of Alex Jones. I'm kind of retarded, and that's the thing about the elite is they're telling us that we're the ones who are retarded, and even though they're the ones who are feasting on little fucking children and make sure that those children are retarded. Like, God, I miss that guy too. Like, where has he been? I mean, I think every once in a while Joe Rogan takes him out of the GIMP dungeon and lets him do part of a podcast with him. But other than that, I think he's just chained up in Joe Rogan's new place in Austin, which that podcast studio is fucking awesome. Like, I would love to go and check that out. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, Joe. I know you're always looking for new guests, but what about a nobody from Edgewood, New Mexico? Real up-and-coming new star, I really don't have that much to say this week. I'm sure next week with the AFC and NFC championships, I'll have a bit more content. I'm trying to give myself more and more writing prompts and more talking points every day, but I am a lazy piece of shit, and sometimes those don't happen. So for right now, this has just been a little mini, middle of the week. I think I'll probably do these every Tuesday or Wednesday. I haven't decided yet, but middle of the week little podcast to just keep me fresh, keep me going, and yeah. Thank you guys so much for listening, the 3 people who do. and I will catch you in the next one. Peace out.